What's up, guys? Nick Script here to talk to you about some NFL offseason winners with fantasy football implications for 2023. I have a couple different categories to hit. Sophomore wide receivers. The first one that comes to mind is Garrett Wilson, who had a great rookie season playing with a couple different Jets quarterbacks. He had some pretty good yardage, but only 4 touchdowns. He also had a terrible catchable target rate. Now he gets Aaron Rodgers. That should change both of those things. Also, Chris Olave, his former college teammate, he gets a bump with Derek Carr. He was a guy that had a good average depth of target and had a bunch of deep targets last season. Now you have Derek Carr, who ranked number 5 in air yards in 2022. Next, a veteran quarterback that comes to mind is Geno Smith. Turned his career around. He was top 10 in a bunch of different categories, including fantasy points per game. He got the bag in the offseason. Then, to add to his arsenal of DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett, they go and draft JSN, Jackson Smith-Njigba, the best wide receiver in this class, a very good prospect. They also added Zach Charbonnet, who's a pass-catching running back. So he had it good. Now he's got it great. High upside quarterbacks. The first one that comes to mind, Justin Fields. He now should have a more healthy wide receiver core. He finally has an alpha wide receiver in DJ Moore to throw the ball to. They also adjusted that offensive line this offseason, which was huge for Justin Fields. So we're hoping for a healthy core. He has his alpha guy. He has more protection. The other guy's going to be Lamar Jackson. Also got paid this offseason. Now he has, for his arsenal, not just Mark Andrews, one of the best tight ends in the league, hopefully a healthy Rashad Bateman, former first-round pick. They drafted Zay Flowers in the first this year. They also brought in Odell Beckham Jr., good veteran presence. He has the best set of weapons he's ever had. 2 tight ends that come to mind. The first one is going to be Darren Waller. We're hoping he stays healthy, high upside tight end. We've seen him before for the fantasy world, what he's done. He now lands in New York with the Giants that do not have a Devontae Adams like he had with the Raiders. So that could mean being the number 1 target there, which would be big for fantasy football. The other one is going to be Mike Gesicki. He fell out of fantasy favor last season. Why? Because Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle were on the roster for the first time together. They commanded, I think, 51% of the total team targets. That's a lot. Nothing was there for him. He lands in New England, who has Juju Smith-Schuster, Tyquan Thornton, Devontae Parker, Kendrick Bourne, a.k.a. not guys that are going to be clear target hogs. So he could have a big role with the Patriots, and Bill Belichick's in the past really boosted his pass-catching abilities. Fresh starts, we got 2 guys that cap things off. Elijah Moore. I believe in the talent. We've seen it in the rookie season. We saw it at Ole Miss. Now he goes from the Jets, where he fell out of favor, over to the Browns, where he could be the wide receiver 2 for Deshaun Watson behind Amari Cooper. And we know that Deshaun Watson has been very good at the quarterback position when playing full seasons. Last guy, DeAndre Swift. Please stay healthy, but he lands in Philadelphia, one of the best offenses in the NFL. Yes, he will have to share some work with Rashad Penny, but it's his hometown. I think he wants to turn his career around. We've seen very efficient metrics out of DeAndre Swift. He's been solid when playing for fantasy football. Now he's going to land with the Eagles, a great offense. I think he turns it around. So, off-season winners, a couple different categories here. Boosts in 2023 for their fantasy football stocks.